And now here's part 2 of reviving this dirty, derelict old shipping crate from the auction. Thanks a bunch to all the minty pricks that came over to the store and bought some swag. Alright, well that's enough of me mouth breathing. Enjoy. Be a bunch of air in the system. Come on. Come on. Shoot, 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 shoot. You don't need to worry about the starter. That's right to the mat. Come on. Man. Well, it's got 300,000 clicks on it. So for all you Americans out there, you divide that by 1.6 and you get yourself your mileage. And the steering seems pretty tight. Something's definitely bunging up. It's fine. All right, well, let's get this pile of shit off the trailer. I really want to know if the crane works. That'd be cool. And if the crane works, I want to see if we can't pretty it up a little bit. And then, I mean, the Ford's done a lot of hard work this trip. The old Dodge might as well start doing something. Well, the brakes work. All right, we'll pull her forward a little bit. We gotta block up those tires because the was getting all bunged up. I think that should do it. It should pop up and I should be able to back it off of that meow. Maybe. We're gonna find out. This is gonna be a debacle with these legs. Oh yeah. Gentle. It's fine. Oh, she's gonna keep going. What a treat. Well, the dash says airbag. No, there's no woman in here. All right, let's just see here. We're gonna leave her idle the whole time. Hopefully the charging system works. Well, it said it's working. Hopefully if whatever water is gonna pick it up, it's gonna pick it up meow, and then we won't have to worry about it once we hit the highway. All right, so if the Dodge is gonna start pulling her weight, the problem here is this receiver hitch. Now, this thing is 3/8 plate, so it's plenty strong enough, right? But if you look underneath, somebody got rowdy and it ripped off the backside. So we're gonna have to figure out something to straighten that out. Now if the crane works and we can go over top of here, we'll try bending it down. But if not, we gotta go through the other side with a chain and boomer and try to bend that straight. Oh, the tire's got 30 psi in it. No spare though. I didn't bring any dually spares. How are the steers doing? Oh, the steers look pretty good. But I wanna see if the crane works. What do you guys think? Think it works? I think, is this it? Well, the high idle works. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Extends, man. So what I'm going to do is try to hook something out of that receiver hitch and see if we can't bend her back. We might be able to. Alright, well, we got the Princess Auto Special in there. We're going to just try to hook that onto there, and if that won't work, we'll use the chain. Alright, well, let's see if that doesn't bend it down. It's doing something. Yeah, it's bending it pretty good. We need more RPM. You don't need to worry about PTO speed. I think that's gonna do it. you guys, but I think that might do just fine. My trailer's not gonna like it that much, but who gives a it'll bounce down into position. Oh, I never even looked on this side. Holy, it's full of hammer wrenches too. This truck must weigh a ton. All right, so that's up. Let's go take it for a wrap. Too high. The old Dodge Ram had, is it electric seats? And they work. What a treat. It's like Dynasty. Oh, hats off for the Dynasty. Anybody drinking beer, you better pour one out for the Dynasty. Does the wipers work? Wipers do not work. Imagine that. Oh, the headliner, imagine that. Does that? Oh, that doesn't work. Check gauges. What am I checking the gauges for? Everything looks fine. All right, well, we're moving. Check gauges again. Do the lights work? I don't know. No. No. Well, I guess they're kind of working. The taillights work? I don't think they work either. It's daytime. We don't need that. It's just the draining the battery and then burning more fuel. So when you don't have headlights, you're just being better for the environment. That's how that works. The thing doesn't steer very sharp. It steers like a mother to the left though. Did I bend something in the front end? Oh yeah, the steering shock is bunged right up. And this thing's a Dodge, it needs that. Oh, I got an idea. We're gonna pull it up on the trailer and straighten it out. What the f with the dinging? All right, so it's rolling back again for Fox Creek. To straighten that steering shock, I'm gonna jump under there and pry on it with the pry bar, see if we can't straighten her out. Because these things, if you know anything about them, they are deathwobble.com/junk. It'll just back up onto that for safety. Go grab the old pry bar and see if we can't go at her. Ah! Ah! All right. It's about as straight as a Dodge guy, but it's gonna have to do. Oh, how loose is that front pinion? All of it. That's fine. Well, let's take it for a brap and then see what happens. Does it steer more right now? I'd steer it a little better right. The Dodge steering never dodgy. Oh, the synchro's gone in third. Yeah. Brakes work. First. Oh, it might be 410s. Second. Oh, it smokes like it's on fire. But that means someone's turned the pump up a bit. Yeah, the synchros are definitely in third. It handles about as good as you think a Dodge would.
Like dog.
Yeah, it steers left like a mother. What for the steering shock not being bent on that side. Yeah, third gear synchros. It hauls ass though. I love 12 valves. Brakes? Oh yeah. But I am impressed with the brakes. So I think we will tow the trailer with it. Yeah, we're gonna tow that forward with this magnificent Dodge. But before we do that, we gotta get rid of some of this headliner. This junk. Feels like I'm driving a Peter Smelt with a big old visor on it. Oh, the wiper started working. Man, buddy, this thing's gonna come back to life. So this thing's 98. So is this that elusive 12 valve that everybody always talking about? That's like all fancy and it's got the newer interior. I think it is. Call it the Sam Squanch 12 valve. Let's put her back up here on the old hoist. So we're gonna go block under that wheels and get under there and check some oils. Oh, the ramp is just wampus. All right, so we got to check our vitals out, check the diff oils, check the T-case and the tranny, and then what we got to do is these things are hideous, these boxes. So we're gonna do either two things. One, cut a hole in it and rip it off with the Ford, or I'll just use the crane. But this thing is welded on there like a mother. So we're gonna take some serious doings. I think if I cut this side and rip down on it, it should just peel right off.
You sure about that?
Now you're saying, what, Peg, what are you, stunned? Well, yeah, I'm definitely stunned, but this thing's gotta look mint for going down the road, because, you know, going down the road, I gotta have a look mint. All right, so there's probably supposed to not use 1540 in the transfer case, transmission, and rear end, but I mean, no oil is bad. So any oil is good. So any oil is better than no oil. And Princess Auto had a load of any oil on sale. So even sitting at this angle, she is still low on oil in the T-case. If you know anything about these trucks, the transfer cases are garbage, and they're known for explosions. Is there no oil in the front diff? It sure feels like there's no oil in the front diff. Better do something about that. All right, let's see here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's got metal paste in there. Yeah, it's got metal paste in there. So, I mean, we'll throw some oil in there. I don't know if the four-wheel drive works or not. We're not really worried about it because it's shipping crates, piece of way, but we'll put some 1540 in there and hope for the best. All right, so we got some oil in there. Some oil is better than no oil. We'll call her good. That front diff is struggling, I reckon. All right, so this pile of Dodge, the front diff is 3/8 drive. The transmission is a 3/8 hex. The transfer case is a 10 mil hex. And the rear diff is 1/2 inch drive. Dodge, go yourself. What a hot piece. DD speed chop. DD speed chop. DD speed chop. Oh, rear diff's got enough oil in it. Oh, it's darker than Toby's tank, but it'll be fine. You don't need to worry about burnt diff oil. So yeah, fuel lines are all dialed in. The diff oil, gear oil, T-case oil, or transfer cap, all the oils are mint. Yeah, what we're gonna do with that tire is that tire is definitely flat. So we're gonna pull the tire off and put the one on the inside like every self-respecting truck driver, and then overfill the outside tire. That's what you do. So as far as doing the tire, I mean, this thing's got a built-in jack. So we'll just jack the thing up with the lift and then do the tire quick. So I'm going to pull the inside tire and the outside tire off. Hopefully it's not some bass awkward newfie dowel thing like some of the Fords have, or else I'm going to have to run the grinder on her. Junk. Alright, that thing's not even trying to hold wind anymore. Is this one? I had to engage the good leg there. Did you guys see that? Alright, is this one going to fit? Can they go both ways? So you should probably knock all the rust off with the grinder or over tighten the. We're gonna go with the second one. I've been sleeping at Old Ford Hotel the last few days without a shower, and man, I think I smelt myself a few times.
What is that smell?
It's not good.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick!
It's not good at all. But the best part about being all by my lonesome is that there's no one to about it, so we're fine. Look at the rot on that toolbox. The rust is real. Alright, now for that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these welds and give her a little bit of this and see what happens. Look at the rust. What a debacle. Alright, let's see what happens. They did weld it on there pretty good. Gonna go at it with the grinder a little bit more, I reckon. Oh, little hydraulic line. So I guess that's all rusted out, and she's not really set up for that much piss eye. Sakes. Oh well. The real problem is, what am I doing with this disaster?
So, I know what you minty pricks are saying. Why am I fiddling with that stupid toolbox on the side, making a big stinky mess? Well, the problem is, while I was hauling ass down the highway with the thing on the trailer, every time I'd hit a rowdy bump, a tool drawer would fly out, or some remnants of tools would off, and I just didn't want to ruin somebody's windshield with that giant pile of hanging off the side.
What a mess. Alright, that didn't really go as planned. First time I a Ferrari and it blows the hydraulic line. Junk. Just a real nice mist of hydraulic oil. Oh, how much hydraulic oil am I covered in again? All of it. How's the camera doing? Is it bad? Good enough. Alright, I mean, what is all that? Man, I can't own anything nice without being it covered in hydraulic oil. Everything gets covered in hydraulic oil. It's alright. Well, I've gone as far as my Milwaukee batteries will allow me. I think that's it. I think that's all. We gotta load that dirty old Ford onto the trailer, and we're gonna haul ass. And if you're asking me, you're saying, Peg, is that one of your old shirts? Well, yes, it is, but they all look the same. Greasy as I stand here cleaning up this mess. Can't help but think. I was like, man, you know what will come in handy? A Dodge door panel. Yeah. You guys want to know what torture is? No, it's not on the heat. No, it's not pancake batter flowing through the old veins here. It's the, I was scrolling through Instagram earlier, and that stupid Texas Hold'em song was on there. And, yeah, that dog, what is that? Have you guys seen the music video for that? Garbage. What in the f is that? That's not country, just so everybody knows. At all. You know what that is? It's garbage. Oh, just been singing it over and over and over again in my head. Alright, well, after using all of our chains and all of our back, and we don't have all for brains, let's get this pile of road. I got both safety chains for the trailer hooked up. I got this cable hooked up, and yeah, I don't know how much trailer brakes or signal lights we have, but I mean, I'll just pretend like they were fine. Oh, she's got no oil pressure again. So I'll give you guys two guesses as to what that might be. Either the best engine ever or the worst wiring ever. She doesn't feel her like she's all back there. Actually feels pretty good. Let's head her for home. Oh, brother. Look at that guy. Boiler on him. Look at those guys. Brother. That's a whole lot of brother. Alright, we're gonna put our signal light on and we're gonna pretend like it works and then get mad when people cut us off.
And then the is going to hit the fan. What the was that?
I don't know what's going on. I think we got a tire coming apart. Yeah, something's definitely coming apart. All the tires seem good. I don't know what the deal is here. I think it might just be that inside tire coming apart. Man.
18 wheels
And it doesn't piss job. Alright, how long do you think that tire's gonna last? Think it's just gonna come apart, or I think we're gonna be just fine? I think we'll be just fine. You sure about that?
What the was that?
I don't know what tire that is. Well, I think it just come the apart. Still going down the road though. You don't need to worry about tires exploding off a truck if there's one beside it. Something really coming apart now. You don't need to worry about 25,000 pounds of steel rolling down the road and flopping around like a diesel fired dildo. That's fine. We have an inside tire on this side that's up too now. For Fox Creek, we got problems. We need 2 spares and we might only have 1. All right, so you guys wouldn't believe it. I was sitting on the side of the road, everything's mint. Some guy shows up, gives me 2 brand new spares. So this thing got dually rims and dually tires on all 4 corners.
Why the fuck you lying? Not. I'm not.
All right, this is what actually happened. So I had to beat the living out of this wheel and the other wheel that was on there to get it off. I used my friend Tiana. She gave me this 5th wheel gooseneck adapter. So I beat the living out of it with that, got her to come off. Then I put my trailer spare on there thinking I was mint. Realized I'm stunned because that's a 235 85, either 225 75. So it's gonna be way taller, so that'll probably bung up a diff. But if you look way off into the distance there underneath the sun, there is one of a storm coming up.
And don't panic, I'm a mechanic.
Well, as much as I want to get this dog home with the fur on the back, the Slave Lake wheel stance, I ain't having it. So that's a nut-centric rim on a hub-centric hub with an offset of a sticky dope. And when I put the weight down on this tire and seen how much weight was on that filthy old Firestone, it pulled the wind out of my sails. Now what I gotta do is I gotta take the outside dually off the other side and put it on this side because I need my trailer tire for sakes. I got some work cut out for me. Junk. How much spittle? All of it. We got her dialed back together, got hitches swapped, everything's ready to go. What a debacle. Even tied it down. Should have been a parts guy.
I should have been a parts guy.
All right, well that's probably not supposed to happen.
Damn son of a...
All right, now everything's spittle back on. Everything's good to go, I think. We're not gonna worry about the license plate. Where we're going, you don't need license plates. You like Miller Latte. Oh, you dirty dumpy nest.
I have no idea how my crippled ass did not trip over that dirty dumpy's nest before. My sweet fiddler would have had to back over that dirty old thing with the shipping crate when I parked it there.
Why would they build a nest on that stinky old log right there? You guys. you. Dirty old dumpies. That'll get rid of them. Steve Rugglin. You guys are stunned. Everybody on the lube tube wondering how the Bronco's doing.
Good.
You want to tell them what you did to it the last couple days? Tell everybody what you did with the Bronco.
So I went, my friends were driving. I accidentally hanged the ratchet strap and I ripped off the door handle on the old Bronco.
Did you do any repairs on it?
Yes, I did.
What kind of repairs you do?
Windshield wipers.
You put a windshield wiper motor and the dingle thing in it, didn't you? Was it mint? What tools did you use?
Mine.
Where'd you get those from?
Dad.
Where'd Daddy get them from?
Princess Auto.
That's right. What'd you say?
How did you drive your gun so quick?
Oh, Daddy's quick. You can get a round or two off in a hell of a hurry. Ask your mom. What's going on with that dump beast nest? You think they're having a good time in there?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not gonna have.
We don't like dump bees. Every time they try to come back to the nest, they're just gonna find an inferno. All right, well, we gotta get back to it. I got something I gotta feed. Oh, what happened there? Relax, I'm not gonna kill this thing.
Oh, I got you good, you.
I got beer in here. You guys are stunned. Nowhere to put your beer in here. Dodge dash. You're gonna make me lose my smokes. We got a light. You don't need to worry about projects piling up in the shop to where you can barely use the thing. Well, I hope you minty pricks enjoyed that derelict production of me going to get this dirty old shipping crate. Now, a lot of you guys that are die-hard Ford and Chevy guys are like, Peg, why didn't you kill it? It's a piece of shipping crate. Well, you know, it does have a completely rebuilt front end. I mean, the front diff, I think, I was driving it around and kind of a bit of a ruckus, but I mean, it does have the picker on it. I gotta weld that up and fix that. Something happened to the back tires and maybe a little bit of a fire happened. Maybe, but you guys will find out about that later. This is a pretty solid truck, I gotta admit. It's a shipping crate, but the biggest thing about it all is I'm a cripple and it has a picker. That's gonna be mint. I'll be able to use this piece of for bringing more junk home. Nobody likes going to Richie Bros auctions and sitting in line waiting for someone to lift onto your trailer. Well, now I can do it myself. Nobody else wanted the old hooer, and what I paid for it, the motor is worth, oh, I would say the motor's worth $1,000 more than what I paid for this thing. So it's mint. It's got a picker. I'm gonna fix her up a little bit. The brakes seem good. Well, the brakes seem pretty good until the fire. The fire might have a few things up, but I mean, that's the way she goes. But I gotta fix that. I gotta fix a few other things, and this hot pile of I'll put her to work. Old Irene's gonna work for a cripple. Me, Whitey, you're squishing my smokes. Oh. I fucking love the G-Dale General. All right, so the Grovedale General store to open again. I don't know if you minty pricks know that or not. They got beer at a fair price on this side of the river, and they also got Popeye cigarette smokes. Minty as I wish they had the 2.4s of the Miller lattes, but they only got the 15s, but I mean, the way she goes. These candy cigarettes haven't changed since I was a kid. They used to have the red end on them, but it's still pretty good. Well, might as well get a few beer into me, start fixing this Dodge up, and then, you know, go over all the minty Patreons. Keeping this boat afloat. All right, well, we're gonna work on this. We might have to add some plywood or something because she's pretty far. I mean, it's gone full Tostitos. Like, look at, it's just falling apart. It's not good. All right, so until Trump buys Oil Berta for like 6 cases of Miller lattes and a half tank of 1202, all these minty pricks that I'm about to list off here, well, they're keeping my fat crippled asses and freedom of speech paid for. Mintiest, I appreciate every one of you minty pricks. Without you guys, the lights wouldn't be on, and neither would my buzz. I got a serious buzz on. Oh, and speaking about freedom of speech and this, that, and the other, usually a hillbilly like myself likes to express himself by putting a bunch of different like stickers and this, that, and the other on the back of his pickup truck. Well, a little while ago, I was in the communist land of British Columbia, and I had to put a piece of duct tape over the Trump sticker, and it says liberals and all the rest of it on the back of my truck. And why'd I have to do that? Well, you can guarantee liberals are going to be 2 things. 1, a really bad shot.
Hey, man.
And 2, they're coward. When your back is turned or your truck is in a parking lot where there's nobody around, they're going to break your windows and slash your tires and so on and so forth. But what they're not going to do, ain't nobody going to say something to my crippled old face. Yeah, your feelings. Trump 2024. It's going to be a good conversation starter, this shirt. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if the last guy to drive this truck was about as short as a sawed-off Frenchman, but I cannot handle the f***ing headliner sitting on top of a cripple's head. There, mint.
You gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
All right, but all seriousness aside, old communist Canada is a shithole. And as far as the freedom of speech goes for, well, these minty pricks are keeping her paid for. So usually with the old shoutouts, anybody that's done the old 1202, because you know I love diesel, and anybody that was the old 1776 pledges, every time one of you minty pricks would do as such, I would post a clip of America. Well, I got sick and tired of just scouring the internet for America. There's all kinds of America out there, but there's nothing more American than all you minty mouth breeder to mongoloids that watch this channel and do the same stupid hillbilly that I do. There's nothing more American than that. Well, there's a few things that are a little more American than that, but anyhow, usually what I do in the clip for the thing, I usually do the old name, you know, whatever your name is for the minty prick that gave me a pledge, and I put a little clip of something American in there, you know, Monster Trucks or Aaron Tippin. Aaron Tippin's America as. But meow, what we've asked you minty pricks to do is we fired up a program on the old confuser there, and the next thing you know, we got all these minty pricks sending us videos in, and are all Patreons. Every one of the minty pricks you're about to lay eyes on, they're a Patreon. They're the ones keeping that light burning and the diesel giving her. So that all being said, every 1776er and every 1202er in this book, no matter if you're a new Patreon or you gave my fat crippled ass a raise, well, you minty pricks are going to see a little bit of the old hillbilly action that is the Patreon. It's mint. And to the guys that lit themselves on fire accidentally and done huge burnouts until their tires exploded off and shot guns, well, this beer's for you, minty pricks. You guys are in. All right, well, enough of this mouth breathing mongoloiding. Let's get into the guys that are keeping the lights on. All right, well, these minty pricks are from June to July here. 10 buckers. We got Spent Brass, Sean, Miller Killer. I don't think you're talking about the welder. Joseph Van Horn, it ain't got no gas in it. Dylan, Cold Studebaker. Cody, Budweiser Siren. Booze, Bullshit, and Butt Splices. That's the 3 B's. 93 straight 1X. 93 straight 1X. Is that straight 6? I don't know. 7-point tree destroyer. Now, I wrote down your name, right? And I was like, 7-point tree destroyer. Now, are you a 5'9" that hauls ass and it destroys 7-point trees? Or are you a 7'3" guy that likes to up trees with a 7-tree? Either way, Minty is. You got the 15 buckers, you got your friend Red and Clayton Perry. We got 1776ers, all right, you guys ready? So every time I say 1776 or 1202, one of you Minty pricks will get a video of one of my hillbilly Patreons. Yeah, that guy is Chris Garman. Or no, not the guy in the video, just he's America. We got 1911, which is pretty America. 1911, you know what that is. Stunned. 80K Mechitech. Mint. We got Sweetly Burlap Farmer at 20 beans and Jetlag Jesse 1863 at 40 beans. So those are all the new Patreons. You got a mintiest. I appreciate you ever living out of you guys. You guys are better than good. And yeah, but no bull. I you not. There's a bunch of minty pricks that watch this derelict garbage that want to throw a few bucks in the hat. Not only that, give my fat crippled ass a raise. And this here's the list. All right, first guy on the list is Nathan Daniel. We got Hinge Cringeberry at 1776. Bam. Minty Timbit, 1776. Bam. Joseph Shaver, 10 beans. Kyle Latex. William. All right. This guy, he gave me a raise, but then he took it away. Then he gave me a raise, then he took it away, then he gave me a raise. Well, that's what Patreons did anyhow. But his name is Willard's Balls at 1202. Tyler Workington, Brian Burns, Javello at 20 beans, Andrew Beaverline, Country Boy 9225, 1776. Zach Walbillig, Outlaw Charles 2, Ryan Henry 1202. Mr. Anbisis, Nitro at 23 beans. They don't think it'll be like this, but it do. Miller Killer, I don't know what the f up with Miller Killer. He gave me a raise and took it away. Give me a raise, took it away. I don't give a f. It is Miller Killer, and that makes 2 of us there, hillbilly. We got Jared M, your friend Red. Oh yeah, that meant the Rick was in the before page, but he gave my crippled ass a raise. We got Colton Simpson at 10 beans. Michael Snoodgrass, thank the Lord for Big Block Ferd. That guy didn't do 7076 or 1202, but I got just the video for this minty prick. How can you beat that? He's got every thing in one video other than titties. There's no titties in there, but you can't show them on the lube tube anyhow. But I mean, titty videos are definitely welcome on the old Patreon submissions. Or I mean, who's gonna argue with titties? Unclaspy Brown set those puppies free. Peter Bozak, Ace MF Johnson, 1776. Andrew Buckheimer, Chris Baines, 1202. Dylan Roy, Basil Frew, Kimmy Heed, 1776. Rusty Diesel, 1776. Jacob Reif, Kay Hall, Jonathan, Ryan Dessel. That's a badass last name. It's like Dessel. It's kind of like Diesel, but with an E. It is Diesel, but with an E. Tom Abbott, Blake 73E, CBH, No Time Outlaw, 30 beans. Now this minty prick gave me a raise 3 times. So buddy, I appreciate it. This one's for you. Oh, the Dodge upholstery. I'm trying to cover up the smell of butt here. We got Curbside Motors. We got 6 5s and Sister Wives at 1202. We got Squint Till She's Mint. That minty prick has been around for a long time. Mint. TJ Hughes, Storm Shadow, 1202. Tim Duke, 30 beans. NW Mason, 1202. HD mechanic machinist Jeff Hartung, Dawson McLeod, 1776. We got Damian Warner, Doug Fry, Matthew Kurt, Martin Legacy Farmed at 76 beans. Buddy, I don't know who the you are, but you're a farmer. This one's for you. Mint. We got LaFour Naker, 1776. All right, fellas, I was having a gander at all the names, and this one is my favorite by far. I survived a 3-valve timing job, 1776. We got Little John, Derek Taylor, Cody Bunderson, Merc Bez. Is that Merc Bez? Or, I don't know, Merc Bez. 5 fingers short of a full 10, 1202.
Whoa!
How dare you? All of the how dare yous.
Buddy, are you like the same as me, but instead of toes, it's fingers? We got Jake Wing, 20, Jeremy Hewland at 50 beans, and Steven Maston Brook. Man. All right, I've been sitting in this Dodge too long. I gotta go sit in something that's not dodgy. I mean, there's no seat anymore, but she's still mint. Popeye stickers to the tits. Those are all the minty pricks that are keeping this dirty old hillbilly boat afloat. I appreciate every one of you minty pricks. From the bottom of my dirty old picker, you guys are as minty as this old bird is. Not the steering column, though. The steering column is struggling. All right, so all you minty pricks for coming after this cripple, saying you guys wanted hats and all the rest of this fiddle. And so we did her. We got hats in the store, meow. We got some sassy wallets in the store, meow. They're pretty badass. And we got stickers and all the rest of that fiddle. But until the end of July, me and the swag lady and this, that, and the other figured, well, you Patreons are minty as all. So we configured a code. We're going to be posting a code in the Patreon on a separate post. And it'll give every one of you minty pricks 25% off until the end of July, I think it is. So, yeah, if you guys want some stickers or whatever the else may be on the old store there, come on over, 25% off, and there'll be a code posted in the Patreon, because I don't give all these guys a thing. Don't be spreading around like BD and Grand Prairie either. I mean, we're trying to give you guys just a tip. And just remember, it's hard to play more than just a tip when all you have is just a tip. I crushed 5 beers. 5 of these dirty pricks in the conclusion of this old video. What a treat. So once again, thanks for watching this dirty derelict garbage. And until next time, keep out your ass, man.